Welcome back, team, to Buy the Playbook. As you can see, we're down a man today. Brandon is taking his bougie ass down to Nashville. He's probably currently drunk. A little jealous of him, but you get the A squad of Patrick Walls and my buddy over here, Mike Turnovan. Mike, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic right now. We finally slimmed the fat. We cut it out. We got rid of it. We threw it out. We sent it to Nashville where they love to cook in fat. So,
Yep, I say we sent him to a surprisingly worse football town right now than Cleveland.
realistically, though, he is the lucky one because it's a work trip and they paid for him to go on a all expenses paid trip to Nashville. So, I'm,
Yeah, so he's getting drunk on the company dime.
yeah.
The best I can do is poop on the company dime.
Yep. And I'm sitting in a freezing cold apartment right now because I forgot to turn my heat on because it's like 40 degrees out. So, here we
Oh,
are. Let's get it.
so I don't have the heat on here, and it's fantastic.
Jealous. I envy that. Really do. But what do you say
All
we
right.
get started here? What do you say we dive on?
Yeah, I say. Speaking of bad football teams, Browns Dolphins.
Well,
Yay!
one of us were a good football team. We were the
Yeah,
good football
one
team.
of us looked like we were an NFL team. The other looked like, I'd say at best, a state champion high school football team.
I honestly still go back to thinking about the Dolphins earlier this year and going like, I know they've got drama. I know they have issues. I know the locker room is kind of a mess. I'm blown away by how bad this team truly is. Like,
Dude, I
they're one of the worst.
I knew it was going to be a bit of a dumpster fire. I thought it'd just be like a little smoky,
Yeah.
but I don't know who decided to take the gallon of gas and throw it in there, but it exploded, and I'm here for it because it gave us a W.
Yeah,
So,
right. We've got two now. We've got two
yeah,
W's. We need three more for the Jameis special. We get all five, we wrap it around, and we eat a W. I can't do that with my fingers, but we need three more.
you can't cross your middle fingers.
Eh, I'm trying. For for those of you at home, I I yeah, I did it. I did it. I figured it out. I got it.
No, no,
No?
you didn't.
Is it the other ones?
It's the middle fingers, the ring and the middle
The ring and
finger.
the middle finger. Are you sure that don't look?
That looks like a W to me.
Uh,
No, no, not the pointer.
All right, so this is why Brandon doesn't leave the show.
Yeah.
This right here. We're practicing our W's with our fingies.
Yeah, we're practicing our gang signs today,
Our
folks.
wives will thank us. But anyways, so
I don't know about that one. The heavy lifting of this.
we're giving him the bitch work for missing.
Yes.
But we finally scored over 17 points, so that's pretty cool. Browns put up 31
Yeah,
with the
I
Dolphins 6. Lucky game
yeah.
number 12. It took us 12 games to do it, but we fucking did it, and we nailed it. We honestly crushed it.
I say we really did. It's amazing how successful our run game was when it was still so poor.
I know, right?
3 yards to carry, but that literally won us the game. Quinshon Judkins by himself.
And it's so bad. It's also bad where I feel like you have to take into consideration when you look at a game like this where the yards are so small, those numbers are so small, and you go, oh wow, 3 yards per carry, that's not very good. Well, he also had a long of 46. So, what did he have? 84 yards? He more had like 1.5 yards a carry and then a 46
Yeah,
yard.
yeah. Where on the other side, basically the same thing. Devon A. Chain, 82 yards with a long of 46, but he did it in half the carries. So
We call that
we got to
efficiency.
fix some.
We need an offensive line, is what we need. And everybody knows we need an offensive line. We've been talking about it for a
Yes.
while now. The team is
Yeah,
getting
same.
rough. Hmm?
But I say all year we've talked about it every single game.
No. Conklin's getting
But
older. Did Conklin? No, he was in, right? He played. He played against the Dolphins, right? He didn't get re-injured. Yeah, he's getting older.
no, he did not get injured.
Yeah, I think he's probably our best lineman, but he's getting old.
Joel Bitonio by far is our best lineman.
Yeah, I did forget about Batonio. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why we need Brandon. He's the good guy.
I would say Conklin might be our third best, maybe fourth.
Yikes. Who would you put above Conklin?
Wyatt Teller, definitely, and then it's a toss up between Conklin and Pochik or Pochich, however it's pronounced, the center.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that. But let's talk more about the games here, huh? So, yeah, Browns won. That was great to see. Dylan Gabriel sacked twice that game, went 13 of 18, 116 total yards. Not great. Zero touchdowns, zero interceptions.
I say the zero interceptions. That's
Lovely.
that's all we need.
Oh, I love to see that. However, zero touchdowns and only 116 yards against the Dolphins. I don't love to see that. Granted,
No.
a lot like what we were just talking about, we don't have an offensive line, so he doesn't have that much time to really get the ball off and watch a play develop.
Yep.
He's a player
He also
actually.
doesn't really have the skill position players. Like Harold Fannin is our best receiver this year, and he's a rookie.
I Harold Fannon's probably going to finish with the most targets this year because he's apparently the only one who can also catch a ball because we love
Yeah,
it.
Jerry Judy went back to stone hands. This looks like Denver all over
Oh,
again.
it's unbelievable. But yeah, with Dylan Gabriel, we need an offensive line. He had a lot of, 13. What did I say? 13 and 18. If I remember right, he had a few like overthrows and just very bad throws. I don't know if that's him just not able to let a play develop and panicking, or if that's I have to get the ball off immediately, or I'm just bad because I'm short. I don't know what the deal is with that, but it is hard to watch him play and go, dude, you should be carving these guys up. There are players that are open. You watch the All 22, they, release that later on.
Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah.
it's so hard to watch. It's so hard to be like, dude, I don't get me wrong. I'm a 260-pound guy who's 30 years old sitting at my apartment. I don't even have a house.
Yeah, armchair quarterback.
Watching TV saying, why don't you throw it to him? But also, you've been doing this for like
Why don't you throw it to
26
him?
years, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say it's probably little column A, little column B. Not so much the he's bad because he's short, because obviously he made it work in college. Granted, that is college, not the pros, but I say I don't. The weather probably didn't help him, but yeah, we need to see more out of Gabriel to not think that this is just a flash in the pan versus a consistent thing to expect moving forward.
They're so cool. they're, they're just so gosh darn neat.
I, the difference that takeaways make in a game is incredible. That's I say 21 of our points came exclusively because of the defense, either the pick six or giving us the ball at the opponent's 4 yard line, and then us just kind of falling forward into the end zone.
Dude, that touchdown by Judd was really cool though. He like runs into the back of an offensive lineman, spins, and then just takes it right in there. That was sick. That was really cool.
That was really cool.
Uh,
I say the one where he bobbled the ball too. It's like, oh fuck, this is so dumb. And then he's like, oh wait, no, touchdown, yay!
oh, this I've seen this before. This is the Browns. It's coming back.
Yep,
He's gonna fumble, and they're just gonna march down the field. Nope. Tuck in.
nope, falls into
Got
the
the
end zone.
hands. I love it. I love to see it. Uh, Yeah, winning the turnover battle was absolutely fantastic. Love to see it. Also, making Tua look like I don't know if I can say that on a podcast and my work not find me and fire me for saying it, but
Like Tua,
Hawk Tua turning the
making
ball
him look
over,
like Tua.
12 for 23, 100 yards, zero touchdowns, three interceptions. My God, he's bad. He's so bad,
Hmm.
and I'm still going back and forth going, Mike McDaniel should probably get fired, probably will be fired, but also, is he struggling because he has to have Tua as his quarterback?
I mean, we saw it wasn't a whole lot better with Quinn Ewers. His first throw should have been a pick six. The only reason it was because our guy dropped it. I don't remember who that was. Was that Hickman?
I think it was Hickman, yeah. I think that's who that was. Still funny, too, because Quinn, I'm
It,
pretty sure, still threw a. Did he throw a pick or did he just get sacked?
no, he just got
It-
sacked. He never threw a pick. He should have, but no. Like I'm surprised that McDaniel's still coaching. Um, I saw a YouTube video on Monday, and it was literally just a dude standing in a dumpster fire with the Dolphins logo on the screen, and then same guy pops up, but it's an NFL logo saying, "Are you going to do anything?" He's like, nope.
Uh,
Yeah. So the Dolphins are just so poorly run from top to bottom, it seems like. And I said this in our group chat. I wish we could play them every week.
mhm.
It was so much fun to watch football. We haven't had that for 3 years at this point. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was great. I'm like glued to my seat. I'm like, I'm not turning the channel. Like, Browns are
Yeah,
good. This is fun.
yeah. It's like normally by the second quarter, it's like, all right, cool. I guess I'll go make lunch. I'll take the dog for a walk.
Mm,
Oh, good. We're down by another 14 points. This time
red
it's like,
zone.
you're gonna wait. You're gonna hold it. I'm watching this game.
Yeah, right. I was laughing. My future brother-in-law actually, he got offered tickets to go to this game, and he's looking. He's like, "Well, Dolphins, they're frisky. They might do something. This might be a terrible game. It's high winds. It's rainy." He's like, I'm not gonna
Yep.
go. I'm not doing that."
Cleveland
I'm like, dude, you missed like, I don't know. I can't even say game of the year. Game of like 5 years since Baker left. Like you missed a great fucking game. I'm exaggerating,
I
of
said
course,
since
but we don't get a lot of it.
since Joe Flacco the first time.
What's that?
Since Joe Flacco the first time.
Yeah, that's right. I should just say Joe Flacco. Point being is that we don't get a lot of these games. So man, am I
No.
bummed out you missed this one. But it was fun. It was fun. Rayshon Jenkins gets a pick. Tyson Campbell gets a pick. Ronnie Hickman gets a pick. And then we had a couple sacks too from Jerome Baker, Grant
It was
Delpit,
so
Miles
nice
Garrett,
to
and
see us
Donovan
blitz.
McMillan. Hmm?
God, it was so nice to see other people besides the defensive line running for the quarterback.
Loved every second of it. Loved every second of
Grant Delpit was all over the field. It was so.
it. And like we can do that.
He's criminally
The
underrated.
thing is, we can do that. We have
Yes,
that.
and we don't.
We have that skill. We have that skill set. We just need to let these guys get a second to breathe. That's it. Like, oh my god, it's painful, man. It's painful.
Yeah,
Just
and I feel like it's going to be painful heading into next week, too, against the Patriots, who, granted, they beat up on the Titans, but they've looked pretty damn good recently. Drake May looks like a legit MVP candidate. My only hope is, minus the injury, he pulls a Carson Wentz arc on this week and comes crashing back down to earth and sucks.
yeah. You can wish for that. I'll wish for Ramondre to fumble the ball every time he touches it, which I mean that's not really
That's not a
wishful
win.
thinking. That might just happen.
Yeah, I was say that's a guarantee.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we can just take advantage of that, of him dropping the ball constantly, which how Travion Henderson doesn't have that starting role yet, I don't understand. But it's besides the point. I think we've got it. It's going to be like every week. Like we're one of those feisty teams that might be able to get it done, but we probably can't. Like
Yeah, I say if we win the turnover battle like we did this week, where it was what 4-0, 4-0, we'll for sure be in that game. But if we can even force a turnover or two, it's going to be hopefully a fun watch.
yeah. Let me say this: if we can take advantage of those turnovers and get points out of them, I think
Yeah,
we can win it.
that's
But if it's
I
another
mean,
masterclass in quotes of offense, what are you going to do when you can't move the ball? What do you do?
punt.
Yeah,
That's why Corey Bojorquez is going to be a Pro Bowler.
probably actually.
He's going to outpace the entire league in punting.
It's like, wow, this guy's got so many punt yards. Yeah, that's because he does it all the time. Him and whoever the Jets punter is are probably light years ahead of everybody else.
I could not even tell you the name of the Jets punter. That's how little I know about that team.
Yeah, well, they're 0-7, so there's nothing to know. But I guess there is something to know about them. Apparently, this rumor just kind of came out of nowhere that Garrett Wilson is on the block and the Browns have a potential shot at trading for him. Don't know where this rumor stirred up from. Everybody who seems to be talking about it just does the typical journalism sources. Like, I got it from my sources. Well, journalism is kind of dead now, so sources could be a Reddit post, could be somebody from Twitter, could be your buddy that you were just having drinks with. Sources can be anybody at this point. If this is true, I will lose my marbles for Garrett Wilson.
I'll say, yeah, if we can get him, that's going to be awesome.
Getting Garrett as your number one receiver, I don't know what we give for that. Probably a first round pick. I think it would be delusional not to give a first round pick, but if we could get away with it, that'd be cool. But
I would say even if we can get away with less than like a third round pick in Jerry Jeudy.
yeah, yeah, but
I know that's probably not going to happen, but I mean,
I'm just thinking
I
like,
say he's what 26.
is he 26 or is he 25? He's younger. I
It's
know
one of
that.
the. I say he's not old.
No, he's definitely not. Well, he just got his first
I
contract,
feel
didn't he?
like yeah,
Yeah, he just signed his first contract this summer. I think.
but I don't know if this would be his fifth year or if he signed the extension last year and this is his fourth year.
But I would be.
Regardless, that would be fucking sweet.
I would be so happy just having a receiver that's reliable. Like not, oh man, Jerry Judy's having a good game. It's like no, Garrett Wilson is just going to go out there and he's going to be reliable. He's going to have good games. That's like expect that from him. If you put the ball near him, he's going to come down with it. He's not going to have drops. Like what?
I say he's played with arguably worse quarterbacks than Jerry Jeudy has, and he's produced consistently.
So much more, yeah. Who did he play with? Did he play with Zach Wilson? Was it Zach Wilson?
He played with Zach Wilson.
Justin
He
Fields,
played with
Tyrod Taylor, Mike White,
a crippled Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. That's right. Actually, crippled Aaron Rodgers. Jets Aaron Rodgers.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's played with some bad quarterbacks.
At least 4 or 5 other quarterbacks last year. Like he's played with a gamut of horrid or over the hill quarterbacks.
Guys who probably shouldn't be in the league, if we're being completely honest.
Yes.
Like backups at best. But with all that being said, yeah, Browns have the Patriots next week. I think it looks good. I don't know if I'm willing to pick them for the win. But again, I can see us being feisty enough. I can see us sticking in it. It feels like all of Browns football this year has been we're going to have a really solid half, and then things start to kind of fall apart the third and fourth quarter. I think we can push it to the fourth quarter with the Patriots. They're good, but they're not great. How they're on top of their division, I don't know.
Because the Bills have been garbage, but we'll get to that. But
yeah,
I definitely agree. I'm picking the Patriots to win, but it's very much like I want to be wrong. I will gladly take the wrong pick on that one to see a Browns win. But that being said, Brandon, I'm going to apologize because you didn't send this to us, so we don't have the actual script. So here we go. Yeah, Buy the Playbook is brought to you by Jim McConville of Helene Kia on 27932 Lorraine Road, North Olmsted, Ohio. Looking up his stats, apparently he has a 5-star rating on 1,000+ reviews on Rate Your Dealer. So absolutely killing it. Jim McConville, great man, great salesman, great American. Thank you for your service. And it looks like we lost Mike. Oh, and we're back.
Oh, I want to get ahead of ourselves here. Fucking Riverside, man. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see you.
Awesome. That's cool. This is neat. Don't know. I was just getting really hyped up and really excited about Jim McConville and his great deals and how much he can do for you and your family. He's got 1,000+ reviews on Rate Your Dealer. Clearly, he's got some really good steam. And then my computer just said, "This is too much. This is simply too much. I can't contain myself."
I'm really curious which one of us is going to have picked up for that because I went down the same route.
Well, I heard you the whole time.
Oh.
Also,
all I had on your end was Jim. Are
you shitting me?
No, I'm dead serious.
God, I hate doing this anymore. This is awful.
So fingers crossed to pick that up because that's funny as hell and that would be perfect.
Jim.
Basically, that was it.
You can turn off the camera while recording, but you can't switch cameras. I don't know how to get my camera back. I think I have to leave and come back.
I mean, maybe. I turned your camera on and it's still blank.
You just muted my face. Neato, gang. Neato. We are thriving. Let's try this. Right. Well, you can still hear me. That's good. Again.
Remember when you gave me shit about my Walmart connection?
Oh, I sure do. I sure fucking do. And I will not forget it. Absurd. Fucking ridiculous.
All right, you ready to pick it back up?
I fucking guess.
All right, in three, two, one. All
Meow!
right. Meow. Moving on. We had the Icy Hot Bowl on Thursday night, and
What a game.
this was a lot better than I could have ever expected.
What a game. It looked like Brady and fucking Peyton Manning out there. This was so
Yeah,
cool.
I say you couldn't have said it any better yourself. But the Browns could use a guy like Joe Flacco. Like, imagine if we had him on our team. Oh,
That'd be so cool. I'd be
that would
thrilled.
be awesome.
Probably have more than 110 yards or 116 yards through the air, that's for sure. We'd
I
have
mean,
like,
maybe. Well, no, against the Dolphins defense, most likely.
yeah, we'd have a boatload. But no, that game was an absolute blast. It was just fun to watch. Flacco was just picking apart the Steelers. I know their defense has been bad this year, but what the fuck is going on with those guys on that side
I
of
don't
the
know, but
ball?
honestly, I love it. I'm so happy. I really hope that this is the start of the Steelers implosion and they don't get 500.
Ooh, no,
But
that'd be interesting.
the only thing about that is if that happens, Tomlin's probably getting fired,
Oh
which
no.
means they might get a coach who's actually good at coaching football and not just motivating players to be just good enough.
He's just a better version of Jeff Fisher. That's all Mike Tomlin is. That's all he is. And I'm sure I'm
You're
gonna catch
not
flack for
wrong.
saying that, but like, I don't know. Take off your rose tinted glasses and look at Mike Tomlin. He plays boring football. They don't move the ball. The reason they move the ball at all, well, no, they don't even push it downfield anymore because Aaron Rodgers is too old to do it. I mean, we saw actually one of his throws. I mean, it was underthrown like crazy and it got picked off. I think it was to DK on the left sideline there. He tried to push it deep and he couldn't do it, man. But
No, I say he does not have the arm strength anymore. I mean, we kind of saw that last year, but I mean, what is he, 40?
I think
Is he 40? Is he 42? I know it's an even number.
I thought he's 42 now.
Okay, yeah. I say he's
Yeah.
42. Father time is clearly taking his effect. And I mean, honestly, it might be part of his marriage too. Like he's married now. He has to actually talk with somebody and spend time with somebody and he can't do it. He's so used to being a loner and it's affecting his football game. And I love it because fuck
Absolutely.
Aaron Rodgers.
I love Aaron Rodgers, and I only want success for him. But
I
knowing
want nothing
how,
but failure.
knowing what to do out there versus being able to do it, it's gonna hinder him, and it's kind of showing. But also, like they still put up 31 points. That's the thing. They're still scoring.
I mean, yeah, I would love for it to have been worse, but it wasn't. It was still fun to watch either way. Like even with the picks, he was still trying.
Well, he's trying all right, but yeah. So
He's trying.
oh, he's trying all right. Oh, he's jeez. Anyways, Joe Flacco, 31 for 47, 342 yards, 3 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers, 23 for 34, 249 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Also, think it's worth shouting out Jamar Chase for, as I stated, putting up a Jalen Hurts stat line of 16 of 23, 161 yards, and 1 touchdown. And yes, I am fully prepared to eat crow later because he sure had himself a game.
I say I'm really hoping that this is going to be the new normal. You know, having him on my fantasy team and everything. So, fingers crossed.
Just a little bit of bias, that's all. But I think before we move on to the next game, do you have anything else you really want to touch on the Bengals Steelers game? It was fun to watch. Offense was all over the place. Flacco and Aaron Rodgers looked like, I don't know, a decade young. Well,
They look like
Rodgers
they
3 years.
it
But
looked like a 2015 game out there with those two. But no, I'll say that's all I got for that one. It was fun, just like you said.
yeah. I will also add to that it is pretty funny looking back and watching Mike Tomlin be like, I don't know why the Browns traded Joe Flacco. I don't get it. I don't
Oh,
understand it. So it's stupid. I think Tomlin saw that and was terrified. I think he was like,
Tomlin was so
oh,
pissed.
fuck.
He was so upset.
It's like, here we go. I have to play that now, and losing to Joe Flacco. Ooh, ooh, that felt. If Flacco's not ours anymore, but that felt good watching that.
Yeah, I said I'm perfectly okay with the Bengals playing well versus the Steelers and the Ravens. Like I'm happy with those two teams losing and the Bengals being remarkably average until Joe Burrow gets back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So fuck you, Mike Tomlin.
Yeah,
Eat
you
shit.
fucking bum.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. Next game, we have the Rams who put up 35 versus the Jaguars who put up 7. The Jags jagged when they should have zagged. Pitiful performance by those guys out there. I think there was like another weird weather situation going on there where they weren't able to throw the ball a whole lot. Well, they were in London, weren't they? Weren't they in Tottenham
Yeah,
or some shit like that?
yeah, I think it was London. Yeah,
Yeah.
they played at the Hotspur Stadium, but I mean, yeah, they I didn't think they had that much trouble throwing. Oh no,
Yeah, it
never
was
mind.
some
Stafford had under 200 yards, but he had 5 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
And then you have up there Devontae Adams' stat line of 35 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's like an old school the running back from the Chargers back in the day, Lorenzo Neal.
Ooh, that's a
He would
good
get the
one.
ball at the 1 yard line all the time and have like 4 touchdowns on 3 yards.
My compare was I think it was 2020 Jordan Howard when the Dolphins got him. I think by
Oh
I
yeah.
think it was like week 6 he had what was it? I think like 4 yards and 6 touchdowns or something crazy like that. Like he
I
was
don't know about
literally
six
just used as
touchdowns.
a
That might be a
playmaker.
little excessive.
It might have been like 6 yards and 4 touchdowns then,
Yeah,
but they
but yeah,
just
no,
used
I
him as a
remember that
battering
game.
ram on the 1 yard line. It's like Devontae, yeah,
Yeah,
we're within 7. Here's a touchdown.
that's like here's a fade. Just jump up and get it.
Yeah, that was pretty fun to watch. But yeah, I mean, kind of, I don't know, bland game. The Jaguars
Hmm.
looked like they were holding on early on, but things just got carried away and they couldn't keep up. The Rams team, that Rams team, they're good. That defense is
They're a
good.
good team.
That offense is good. They
I
can still do it without Puka. I mean, they put up 35, and the Jaguars' defense is good.
Yeah, I say up until that point, the Jaguars were number one in takeaways and points off of takeaways. So like granted, they were leaning on their defense a lot to keep them in the games, and this is what happens when the defense doesn't get the takeaways.
Yeah,
Um,
they could really
but
use somebody like what's his name? Tyson Campbell, Tyson Campbell. They could really use a guy like that down there.
they
They
did.
really could.
They
Yeah,
we traded one for one. They got Greg Newsome. They're literally the same player.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like we got him, and all of a sudden he gets a pick,
yeah.
and they get
Hey,
smoked.
I'm happy with every Jags loss because it only makes our second first round pick even better. So
Sure does.
Jags keep zagging.
And I no longer have Brian Thomas Jr. on my fantasy team, so I hope nothing good for that team ever happens. But also, we should celebrate Travis Hunter getting 101 yards and his first touchdown of the year.
I say
Congratulations.
he
On offense, by the way.
finally did not get cucked.
Yeah,
Good
fun
for you,
to
buddy.
get cucked in the end zone.
Yeah.
And it was actually a pretty great touchdown, too. I'm pretty sure it was on the deep ball. Trevor Lawrence, I still don't believe in that guy. I hope he gets
No.
booted out of town at some point soon.
No,
That
I hope he stays there. Let
that
him stay there.
Yeah, after this year. That Trevor Lawrence is a high-end backup. That's what he is. That's he's going to be for a long time because I
Since
don't
that ankle injury, it
like
seems like he just kind of fell off the face of the earth in terms of football skill.
yeah. And what I was going to kind of bring this back around to is it does suck as just like a football enthusiast that Brian Thomas Jr., as talented as he is, and Travis Hunter, as unbelievably talented as that man is, are never really going to shine the way they should on offense with that
Yep.
dude throwing them the ball.
Bring back Mac Jones.
Bring back Mac Daddy. Which if we had that argument this year, you'd be winning that argument by a lot. Or even last year, you'd be winning that argument by a lot of Kirk Cousins and Mac Jones.
I told you
7 years
he
ago when
was
we had it,
significantly younger. His career trajectory was better. He had more upside, and he's proven it.
Yeah, what we had that argument when he was what, year two? Or was it his rookie year?
No, I think it was his second year.
Was it his second year? So second year rookie quarterback coming off a good first year had more promise than a guy who was in the league for 8 years at that point.
I
I
think
don't
it was
know.
10 years at that point, but yeah,
Jeez. Kirk is old, man. No
I'd
wonder
say
he
he's
didn't come back.
37.
Jesus Christ. Um, all right, let's go on to the next game here. Let's just hard cut that off because we're just going to run on a tangent here, and that's not what we're about. We're all about just
No,
listing off statistics and
yeah, say
numbers
we are
and terrible
strictly a
opinions.
football podcast.
Yeah, we don't talk about anything else.
Yeah,
Don't
not
pivot
that,
from that.
got
Yeah.
a word that rhymes with grape in your description of this game.
It was actually there was a bad, stinky situation in that building, and Rasheed Rice is back, and the Chiefs are back to chiefing. Yeah, so the Raiders lost to the Chiefs, in case you weren't aware. Chiefs put up 31, the Raiders put up 0. My God, the Raiders are bad.
Yeah,
That
they're
team
not fun to watch.
do anything. Yeah, that too, and they're not fun to watch. They're bland as all hell.
Geno Smith sucks. Their offensive line is worse than ours. Ashton Genty's going to get wasted there like we all called from the get-go because you don't draft a high-end Ferrari and put it behind a bunch of Ford Pintos and expect it to be able to do well.
Did it's I can't remember it exactly when he got drafted to the Giants, but when the Giants took him, it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, why are you taking We know Saquon's good, but why are you taking Saquon? You have so many more needs.
Agreed. But at least with that, they then incorporated him into the offense and used him like the number 2 overall pick. The Raiders, it feels like the Jets situation with Brees Hall, where they're just like, well, we've got him, but we're just not going to use him well. We're not going to use him correctly.
That should be your number one read.
Especially with Bowers out.
They can't hand it off to him because that offensive line is so bad. Like, that
Yeah,
offensive line is one of the worst lines I've ever seen.
yeah, just get him the ball in open space and let him run some people over.
Yeah, also, not sure the score would have changed very much, but Brock Bowers, are we, like, concerned about him at this point? It's been 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks now that he's been out. I don't know what the injury is anymore. Is it a hamstring?
I don't know. I've got him on one of my teams. I just know he's been on my bench because it's the same rule as ours, where the IR spot is only for people who are officially put on the IR,
Yeah.
which is the dumbest rule in the world. He's been out for God knows how. Oh no, never mind. He is on the IR. I was able to put him there.
He's on IR? Hell yeah. I was going to say
He-
to our one fan listening, which is probably Brandon editing, why don't you go ahead and leave in the comments, should out players be on IR? I would love to hear about that.
It's only out,
He's out.
but I was able to put him on my IR in that league.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's a league rule. Well, it still
This is
stands.
neat.
I still want to know what people think about that because to me, IR is IR. Out's out. Take it up with the team. Take it up with the team, Chris Godwin.
To be
that's
fair,
where I'll
even
come from.
the fact that they were saying like, yeah, he's not going to be back till week 5, and he should be on the IR, and they just never changed the distinction was dumb as shit. But regardless,
It was
my
really
favorite
funny.
part of this game was the whole fake trying to snap it to get the team to jump off sides and then actually snapping it. The fact that that hadn't happened before, or at least not to that extent, is crazy to me.
It was so funny. And that's like every highlight. It's like, guys, like, why has nobody done this?
Yeah, this fucking never fucking works.
It's like, oh shit, there it goes. That worked very well. Good for you guys. Been leaving
Yeah.
to the Chiefs. Of course, it's the Chiefs who pull it off. Who else? Well,
I mean,
the Lions.
you can't
but-
beat them.
Yeah, and they're back.
Yeah, you can't beat them.
Rasheed Rice is back, and that team is looking like the Chiefs again. Like the Chiefs we know and hate. They
Yeah,
are
it's-
just so
It's
scary.
crazy
when
that
they're on.
they're currently the betting odds to win the Super Bowl at 3-3.
Of course they are. Of course they
Yeah.
are. Because they just hit the gas, and it's like, oh, that's right. You guys are
Yeah,
incredible.
good.
You're very good, and Sirianni isn't your coach. Anyways, anything else to say about that game before we hard pivot abruptly to the next game?
Nope. Let's go to the Drake May coming out party.
All right, he's coming out. Oh, he wants
Oh,
to know.
sorry. We're since we came to the Patriots, we got to make this comparison. That Dylan Gabriel might be the next Tom Brady.
No,
Let me
no,
find that stat. I don't remember if it was you or Brandon that sent it,
that sounds like a
but
Brandonism.
the last yeah
I usually
the
just
last
bitch
two
about football.
quarterbacks with 100+ pass attempts and exactly 2 pass touchdowns and 0 interception in their first 3 NFL starts are Tom Brady and Dylan Gabriel.
So we have Tom Brady.
Yeah, we have a very short Tom Brady.
Hell yeah, dude. This is
But
awesome.
speaking of Tom Brady 2.0, Drake May.
Drake May, the new GOAT. New GOAT who this? He's really, really good at football. He just throws such uh, I don't even know how else to say this. He throws such pretty balls, and he throws them so well right where they need to be.
I'd say he does have some good balls and the touch on those balls. He really he's like King Midas over here.
Dude, the grazing of the balls. Oh my
Mm-hmm. I say
goodness.
the way it just glides off his fingertips.
Dude, just edging through defenders. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. But seriously, he's really good, and the Patriots are on top of their division. They're good. I don't think they're that good to be on top of their division, but there they are, so shows what I know about football doing a podcast here.
I mean, they're beating the teams they're supposed to, and they're beating the teams that we all thought they didn't have a chance to. Like they're competitive in the games against good teams. Like they're not beating themselves, which is the sign of a very well coached team, which can be the difference between a first round playoff loss and a Super Bowl win. I'm not saying the Patriots are going to go to the Super Bowl, but Mike Vrabel has them in a very good spot, and I'm very upset that we've let him go. I knew we weren't going to keep him, but
Still
to
hurts.
not, yeah, it still hurts.
Yeah. Um, well, while we were talking, Patriots are actually pretty funny when you look at their schedule. I think Drake May's still good. They're clicking. They have good coaching. Uh, week one, they lost to the Raiders. Week two, they beat the Dolphins. Week three, they lost to the Steelers. Then they beat the Panthers. Well, they beat the brakes off the Panthers, 42-13. They beat
Yeah.
the Bills, which was actually impressive. They beat the Saints, and then they beat the Titans. So somehow they lost to the worst team, one of the worst teams in the league, and also beat one of the worst teams in the league. So that just makes me confused about this team. Maybe they just clicked.
It was week one.
But that's
We
really
also
funny
beat
to
the
look.
Packers
Yeah,
after everyone crowned them as the Super Bowl champs. So it's the NFL. This is a weird NFL season. It seems like
no one
every
knows
team that
good.
shouldn't be good is. Teams that are bad are worse than they should be. Like it's an odd season, but
So just looking at this, I am kind of wondering if, well, I think I know they're 5-2 because they've had some layups of a schedule. The Bills are the only really good team on this schedule, which they did beat, so that says a lot. It's they have not had a tough schedule. I thought their schedule was tougher than this.
I mean they play in the AFC East.
The Dolphins,
They've got the Dolphins, and they have the AFC North is one of their divisions that they're playing, and the AFC West. So they might have 2 or 3 more losses by the end of the season, but like outside of the Bills, they should beat the Dolphins, the Jets twice. In reality, they should beat the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Browns.
dude, their schedule looks nice. They have the Browns, the Falcons, the Bucks, which is Bucks.
They have the NFC South in there too. Okay.
Yeah, the Jets, of course, the Bengals, the Giants, the Bills, the Ravens, the Jets, and the Dolphins. My God, they might fucking go 12 and
You said they
5.
have the Giants in there?
Yeah, the Giants are in there. Have I read that right? Did I read that right? Yeah, Giants at Patriots. That's
Huh.
December 1st. Yeah, I feel like we're talking about this game for way too long, but
Yes.
Patriots realistically can finish 12-5. That is such a cakewalk of a schedule.
Yeah, say if they're not in the playoffs, I will be very surprised. I think when we did this originally, we all picked one AFC East team to come out of it, and we all picked the Bills. There might be two, or it might just be the Patriots if the Bills can't figure their shit out.
I don't know what the Bills schedule looks like. I don't feel like going back into another schedule, but with one like that, and you're actually looking pretty good, it's hard
Yeah.
not to get in the playoffs. It's like the oh no, never mind. I think enough about that. Next game is the Panthers and Jets
And the
game.
Jets.
Panthers won 13-6. Um,
They,
I don't
yeah,
care about this game.
nope. They played football. Moving on. Bears Saints.
Well, we should address Bryce Young did get hurt, so the Panthers might actually start playing better. And
Maybe.
Justin Fields
Got
got
Ben.
hurt due to bench. he
He
also
sat down
got
too hard. He bruised his hip.
he also had his head exploded on because my God was that a hard hit, and then he got benched. But yeah, I don't care to talk about this game. It's just bad football, boring, bland. Both teams are absolutely terrible. The Jets might get one win this year, and the Panthers are 3-3, but they're not good. Everybody knows they're not good. They just somehow
Yeah.
beat the Falcons.
I did kick the crap out of the Falcons, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
again, more questions.
Yep.
So yeah,
Bears
Bears Saints, Bears Saints. All right, let's get into Bears Saints. Bears 26, Saints 14. Patrick, what do you think?
Um, I would like to slightly retract my statement about the Saints not ever playing Tyler Shuck, because the Rat Man really tried his best to play his way out of a starting job this week.
He's so bad. He
He
remembered
looked,
that he's bad at football.
he looked so remarkably average all season for them to just kind of not need Shuck, and then they're just like, nah,
uh-uh. I'm not doing this.
no. He's like, my arm is tired. I'm gonna Anthony Richardson this bitch.
No, it was rough to watch. I mean, he still threw two touchdowns, which good for him for being able to do that. Both to concussion boy Chris Olave, concussion Chris. Um, but yeah, he Spencer Rattler. That's another quarterback of where we know he's not good. He's just there. I don't even know. Do you call him a bridge quarterback? Is that like
I
the
would
appropriate title?
I would say he's also a high end backup.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good point. If
I
you're
said, I
if
don't
you
know.
have a starting job somewhere, whether the team is good or bad, you're a high end backup. I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
I
But
say Tyler Shuck. I mean, obviously we haven't seen what he can do, so we don't know. But at the moment, obviously Ratman is better than him. So what's that
same.
say about Shuck?
And when did they take Shuck? Did they take Shuck in the?
Second round.
It was the second. I thought
Yes,
it was the third. Oh my.
they took the 37-year-old Tyler Shuck in the second round. Yeah, the Bears.
Achilles, ACL, whatever it may be.
Yeah, I say that kind of took all the wind out of the sails of any type of Alvin Kamara trade. I don't think they're getting rid of him now. Even with him saying like, "Oh, I want to stay in New Orleans." No, you fucking don't. Don't lie to us. You don't want to be there.
Way to be loyal like Joe Thomas, idiot. Look where that got Joe Thomas. Got him nothing. Well, they got him commercials. But, anyways,
And a Hall of Fame career.
in a Hall of Fame career, which he could have done somewhere else.
Absolutely, but it looked real good in a Browns uniform.
But, yeah. Also
But
funny, though, Caleb didn't play much better.
no,
I mean, his numbers are going to be lower, but they weren't good. It was 15 for 26, 172 yards, and one pick. He didn't even throw a touchdown.
yeah,
Pretty
he didn't
bad.
need to.
Yeah, exactly.
The way that run game was going, the Bears' offensive line, I don't believe is that great, but they made the Saints' defense look like a bunch of middle schoolers. They were just the holes that were being made for Swift and that other one's last name. I'm not going to try to butcher it.
It's Manunga.
Monogamy, Menomina.
Phenomena.
But like Kenny Kawaguchi from Backyard Baseball could have ran through that shit.
Hugh Jackson could have run through that shit. Richardson could have run through that shit.
Okay, now you're just being crazy.
Yeah, they Bears just spent the day gashing. They're like,
Mhm.
Caleb's not playing well. We're gonna pass when we have to pass, but we can run wherever we want and however we want. Why won't we just run? So they just kept running. That's all they did. Much like Forrest Gump, they kept running. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say
No,
to that. Bears
nothing.
Bears are one of those mid teams. I don't love them. I don't love Caleb. Saints are bad, and we know they're bad. I
Yeah,
feel like I
I say
just keep
the
saying that.
Bears, they might sneak into the playoffs with their schedule, but they're not a team that deserves it.
Yeah, don't expect it. Don't expect them to really do anything this year. Next game. It's
Yeah,
time for me to
time for Michael to just keep running.
uh-huh. Time for me to eat my crow. Eagles, Vikings. Eagles 28, Vikings 22. Jalen Hurts figured out the deep ball, and he figured out how to be very efficient about it. Like,
Yeah,
very efficient. I am starting to second guess everything I know about Jalen Hurts and really just harp on the Eagles team as a whole now. So, Jalen goes out there, deep ball, looks great. AJ Brown, welcome back. You know how to catch a ball, you know how to play receiver, you know how to do more than just run track. Hurts has 19 of 23, 326 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Now, here's why I'm switching from harping on Jalen Hurts to harping on the Eagles. Jalen Hurts has now proved, I think, 3 weeks in a row, that he can pass the ball. He can do he'll still overthrow the deep ball, but
he can at least put it
but,
near
but
the
players
players that
do
he
it.
needs to.
Yeah, but this week really showed me it's like, okay, like he can hit who he needs to hit when he needs to. Well, that was not true. But he can hit who he needs to.
Yeah,
However, the fun part about this Eagles team is that Saquon Barkley had 18 carries for 44 yards. What the
I
fuck
don't
is
understand.
going on? It's Saquon Barkley. Just like I probably said last week, it's AJ fucking Brown, it's Devontae Smith. You're missing these guys on wide open deep balls. Now you can't get the run game going.
Yeah, like
Go ahead, because I'm gonna.
I say, I understand like the whole thing of like, oh yeah, he had so many touches last year, he's gonna fall off. Like I was preaching that, coming into this year, nobody was expecting this big of a fall off. Like, I want to say he's averaging what 50-ish yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was thinking maybe 70, 75 would be his average, but like he it's not even that he looks like he's running through molasses. The offensive line, I don't know what happened to them. They were the best offensive line in the league last year. I don't believe they lost anybody, and
Yeah,
now
that I can remember.
they're just garbage.
Yeah, I'm.
Sorry to the one Eagles fan who gave Mike shit for saying that Jalen Hurts can't throw, but like your offensive
Forgot about
line
that
can't block.
guy. Yeah, maybe that guy can come back and explain to us why
Yes, I
Saquon
say
Barkley
please
can't.
hop in the comments. Let us know what is going on over there because we can't figure it out.
Yeah, I'm at a complete loss. It reminds me of watching Kenneth Walker for the Seahawks. Well, I mean, I guess the stereotype of Kenneth Walker, how he just gets blown up in the backfield. What was it last year? Did he have? I think he had like top five in yards after contact, and also
Hmm.
like just because he was constantly getting hit behind the line, like he got
Yeah,
touched immediately. That's what I
yeah,
thought with Saquon. I'm like, guys, what's going on with your offensive line? But suddenly the offensive line stops working for the Eagles, and they're able to just Jalen Hurts is able to rattle off 326 yards. So it's like you can't. How can you not get them both? It's not like you have Brian Robinson Jr. back there, like a good running back, but not a great one. You have Saquon Barkley.
yeah. I say the
He's
man showed.
yeah, he looks good when you actually give him some space, let him kind of get out of the backfield, but he just can't. I don't get it. Yeah, they like is what's his name? Sirianni like baiting the trap? Is he trying to be like, "Oh, look, we can't do one. We can only do one. We can't do the other." And then once they make the playoffs, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, psych, we can do whatever we want." Is that the
I
play?
mean, that's what it seemed like the first couple weeks, but we're now 7 weeks into the season. At what point does it become Sirianni trying to outsmart the whole league and being like, "Uh-oh, we can't figure it out," to just like, "Oh no, like we actually can't figure it out."
Actually, can. Yeah. So that's something with them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But on the other side of the ball, we had Carson Weasley, and he looks bad.
he looks really bad. He's just overthrowing balls. He's throwing them into the dirt. He's throwing them too far ahead, behind. He just he's rough to watch, man. I feel bad for Vikings fans.
I
I'm a
mean,
Vikings fan.
yeah, but at the same time, like we watched those first 2 weeks of JJ McCarthy, and sadly and scarily enough, this is probably better.
Yep, that's what I was gonna get
Which
to. I was gonna
I say
say,
it's only downhill from here unless they do something at the quarterback position and trade for somebody.
yeah, we're just looking forward to getting JJ McCarthy back, and that kid did not look good.
I say that's like looking forward to taking a brick to the face.
Yeah. Hey, Mike Tyson's gonna punch you in the face, but don't worry.
Oh
Once your face
boy,
heals, you get a brick.
but you're give it to me.
All right, but like, I don't know. The brick like might catch you on the right side, and it might be soft. It might feel like a pillow one time. That's probably because you've been hit over the head so many times you don't know what good and bad is anymore. Uh, yeah, looking forward to JJ McCarthy coming back is just a rough feeling. It's really sad that they let the Darnold walk away. I know, like the joke. I love joking about that guy, but he looks good in Seattle. he
I say
really
he
does.
he
They had
proved a
something.
lot of people wrong, showing that it wasn't just a fluke. Like he looks like he actually figured it out, which again, crazy what good coaching can do.
That's crazy. Yeah, freaking KOC. But yeah, I don't know. Game was rough to
Speaking of
watch. Uh,
good coaching,
yeah, sticking
the
out were
Colts.
the Vikings. Addison did have 128 yards. Jefferson had 79 yards. They just gotta find the end. I don't know, man. I don't know. Carson Wentz is just a fucking bum.
Yeah, he
I'm
should
ready
go
to go.
back to Hogwarts.
I'm ready to go to the next game. I don't want to talk about
Yeah,
this area anymore.
yeah. I'd say speaking of good coaching, you got the Colts. It's incredible what a good coach can do with a quarterback who does what he's supposed to and follows a game plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they look real good. Donald Dollars is clicking. He's hitting everything, everywhere, all at once. JT is, I mean, I want to say he has 9 or 10 touchdowns this season, and they've been in a total of 3 games. Like when he's on, he is on. And when he's not, the rest of the team is picking up his slack, especially the quarterback and the defense. Like holding the Chargers to 24 points. I know their offensive line has been like Swiss cheese recently, but still, like that is a very good offense and just no no shot in this game. They never had an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Funny thing is, though, you look at this Colts team. They got Jonathan Taylor. They have Michael Pittman, who I think kind of started to get underrated because of such bad quarterback play in Indianapolis. They have Alec Pierce, who was showing some bright spots. Josh Downs, he was out this game, but I'm a big Downs believer at
Put
least.
put
Then they
some
go,
respect on his name. That is Caleb Downs' brother.
Mr. Downs.
Yeah.
But then they also go out and they get Tyler Warren, who is he's playing like one of, if not the best tight ends in the league right now. Uh, and my
We
favorite part about this team is looking at
drafted
them
him
and
one
going,
one.
"Wow, Anthony Richardson couldn't figure this out. How bad is that guy at quarterback?"
I mean, we saw how bad he was. He was what was it, 44% completion percentage?
It's horrendous. And
Yeah.
Danny Dimes comes in looking like a completely different quarterback from when he was in New York. But
Yeah.
he comes in and it's clicks, and they're just blowing the doors out of off of everybody.
Yeah.
Man, the Colts are a whack.
The fact that we were making jokes about them having to go with Danny Dimes as their starting quarterback at the beginning of the year, and now Like I will happily eat my crow on this one. This is awesome to watch. The man is still a mouth breather and still one of the goofiest looking human beings in the world.
Yeah.
But it's fun to watch this. Like even his best year when he got the $40 million contract with New York because of his remarkably average season,
But he's fast.
no one could have predicted that he had this in the tank. Like everybody thought that what he did that year was his absolute top end, and he just a whole nother level this season.
Watch it come on in like 5 years that when he was in New York, he was always going out partying. Like, just, he was hungover all the time, just doing drugs, having the time of his life, fucking
I
around because
mean,
it's a big city. He just couldn't handle a big city. Now he goes to India and it's like, oh yeah, like,
hey,
this is chill.
Indy is the New York of the Midwest.
That's not a compliment. uh, but speaking of just things, I don't know where I was going with that. Chargers definitely came up short on this one. Only scored 24 points. It's funny too because you look. I mean, if you're just one of those stataholic people who just
They
stare at
look good on
and
paper
watch the game, yeah, their passing game looked good on paper. Justin Herbert had 420 yards, like that
on 55 throws.
for sure. But still, 420 yards is a lot of yards. He had 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. I mean, I didn't catch the picks, so that's kind of a bummer. I don't know where they were. I don't know how close the Colts brought it back, but that's going to kill you. That's going to hurt. Their run game for a Harbaugh who loves to run the ball, for them to only have, what, like 50-ish
Yeah,
total rushing yards? I mean, my God.
that's it. It's hard with that offensive line and relying on the fuck's it, Kamani Vidal and Hassan Haskins.
Yeah, that's the other guy, Haskins.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Haskins was at Michigan with Harbaugh, so that's obviously why he has a job there. But he is borderline a CFL running back. Like he should not be an NFL running back. I mean, kudos to you for doing it, getting to the big show, but I mean,
But
I don't mean to be a dick. I didn't make it. I can't do it.
yeah, you're there because Amarian Hampton and Najee Harris are out,
Yes,
and that's why. And because you have a relationship, you're a nepo baby.
basically, yeah.
But yeah,
But
for a team that supposedly loves the run, to barely run at all was a little weird, a little strange. I didn't think they were playing. I didn't think they were ever playing from that many points back. Sure, the final score is 38-24, but yeah, just non-existent. That tight end though that they had, I'm gonna call
yeah,
him.
Orandi Gadsden.
Yeah, I wanted to call him Orangutan Gaston. Welcome to the fucking show, dude. 7 receptions, 164 yards, 1 touchdown.
Come on the
Congratulations.
pod. Celebrate yourself.
You are the number one trending player in fantasy football after that. Without a doubt.
By a long shot.
You are going to have 3 targets for 1 catch and 7 yards next week. But I really hope you keep it up because that is a crazy good stat line. And that doesn't seem like a fluke. That kid looks good.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what number he jumped up to, but with just that game, he jumped into the top 30 tight ends.
Holy shit. Wow.
Yes, he's on the wheel to be grabbed. So,
Jeez. That's great. Cool. I can't wait until he lands on my team after just talking smack about him. Anyways,
he's up to 18th.
18th?
Yeah.
I mean, that just says a lot about the tight end position, really.
Well, this is his game score so far: 0, 0, 7, 2, 2, 8, 26.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Like, again, that says a lot about the tight end position and why players like Trey McBride, Brock Bowers when he's healthy, Tyler Warren, Travis Kelce, it's like when you can get a tight end that good, you fucking grab them. Wow.
The fact that Brock Bowers is still in the top 30 and he hasn't played since
Week
Week
2?
4 is
Week 4. No.
crazy.
He made it a lot further than I thought. Yeah, that's wild. Fergalicious, number 1 right now.
Yep. If you
Giants.
would have held on to him, we would have had the top 3 tight ends.
Yeah, we would have. I
Yeah.
also looked at him last year and went, there's no way he keeps catching touchdowns. Proved
He's
me
he's
wrong.
he's still doing it.
Proved me wrong. He's really good at catching touchdowns. Oh, why, you may ask? Because Dak Prescott is still healthy. So we'll see what happens if Dak gets hurt. Hopefully he doesn't.
The most valuable player when healthy.
Dak Prescott, everyone says. Um, on to the next one. The CTE brothers faced off against bodacious, unsolicited Knicks picks. Giants 32, Broncos 33.
This game was insane.
Bo fucking Knicks, dude. That dude's awesome.
I, I do not understand what happened.
He had a Greg Jennings game. He put
Oh,
the team on his
absolutely.
back, though.
Like
I just lost.
I was watching this game until I want to say like midway through the third quarter. I think it was 16 to 0 and I was like, "All right, cool. Like there's no way the Broncos are coming back. They have looked like absolute trash." And then I think I was playing Bo Nix in one of my fantasy leagues and I checked the score and I was like, "Wait, how does he have 22 points already?" Looked at the score and the score was 20-16 or something. I'm like, "What the fuck is happening? How did they get the lead?" And then I turned it back on and it was by that point it was 32 to 26. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
What is going on right now? Dude, it was
That game was nuts.
it was electric. I'm sitting on my couch watching that game. Sam is telling me like, "Hey, do you want to play Mario Party? Can we play Mario Party? Like, I kind of want to do something." And I'm like, "Yeah, hang on, let me just watch this drive really quick." Broncos
Touchdown.
drive down touchdown. I'm like, "All right, well, like, I like Bo. Let me watch another one. Touchdown." I'm like, "All right, Sam, I'm going to tell you right now we're watching the rest of this game. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Mario Party can
Like,
wait,
if you want to
but
play Mario Party, we can play it on the little screen. We'll have our little hands while this game's on the big screen.
my boy is going off. He's having fun. Fucking, they scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. That is
What I'm saying.
absurd. That's absurd. He had
Like
two
the amount of
rushing
points scored
touchdowns.
in the third, like total combined, they scored what 46 points between the two of them in the fourth quarter.
I think so. I think so.
Like that's more than. No, there most games it looks like we're over that, but still, like that's an entire game's worth of scoring in 15 minutes. That was so much fun to watch.
That's like 2 games of the Jets and Panthers.
It's almost 3 games of the Jets and Panthers.
Wow. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's like they just wanted to play in hard mode. They're like, yeah, why don't you just get as much of a lead as you can? It's like, who's the baseball stadium? What baseball team is it where they have like the Frozone dude? Just watch somebody take like
Oh, the Braves.
is that the Braves? Yeah, where
Yeah,
that dude's just standing there like, yeah, just keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, no, I'm taking off.
yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
I say it's like playing Madden against like your 10-year-old cousin. Like they think they're so good and they're like, "All right, cool, here you go, have fun." Oh, wait, you're going to beat me and you're talking trash now? Cool. Let's fucking go, buddy.
Yeah, it's like I'm not letting you win, kiddo.
Yeah, not anymore. Like if you
Not
would
a
have taken it
chance.
gracefully, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You started talking trash, you're going to be crying by the end of this.
You're 10 years old and don't know any better. Fuck you.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, so Bo looked good. Bronco, well, no, they looked awful until the fourth quarter, I should say. They looked good in the fourth quarter.
Defense
Jackson
did.
Dart looked pretty consistent throughout the whole game. Good for him. I really think the G-men, and I think a lot of other people think the Giants have found their quarterback.
Yep.
He's a
Looking
CTE
good so
bro
far.
for sure, but he looks good, and he's got that rushing ability. He shows no fear. Was
I
calling
say
him.
he should learn to take the hits a little better, but yeah.
Well, he's got a fucking psychopath behind him. He doesn't know any better. He's Captain Insano, and Captain Insano
Dude,
has no fear.
Shows no mercy.
Shows no mercy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skateboard, I feel like he is going to be done in the league shorter than the 3 years that we gave him.
Think so? What makes you say that?
You know, I don't know. I just, it's just a feeling, you know?
Could we all the
When
head
you know, you know.
when you when you know you know.
You
Yeah,
know?
him quieting down is pretty funny to me because I think I'm kind of like how do I say it? I think he's jumped the shark a little bit. Like I think he was fun, he was entertaining. Maybe it's the hipster in me. Maybe I've gone on this rant before on the show where I'm just like, dude, enough's enough. Like, stop. This can't be you as a person. There's just no way. It has to
It's
be
absolutely him
character.
as a person.
Stop. What's that?
I said it's absolutely him as a person, and you sound like a 50-year-old man right
I
now.
do. I do. I'm like, you're annoying, man. You're annoying. Back in my day, back in my day, running backs just ran the ball. They didn't have personalities either.
This is like back when Johnny Manziel was drafted, and all the kids were like, "Oh my God, he's so cool! Like, look at him in Vegas on that inflatable, what was it, a flamingo?" And then all the parents were like, "Oh, he just drinks all the time. Like, I can't stand him. He's such a bad kid."
Yeah, but the parents were right on that one.
Yeah, and we found out that he was right because he sucked at football. Scatabo has actually looked very good at football, so the shtick, quote unquote, because I think this actually is who he is. He is this insane of a person. Hasn't gone bad as quick, is
Yeah.
at least for me.
Yeah.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Yours might just be more wrong than others, but
I'm just I'm just a hater. I can't help it. I'm just a full-time
that's fine.
hater. Yeah. Just a dude in a Brown's head who doesn't know anything about anything. Uh
Let's move
next.
on to someone else we can hate. Kyler
Yeah.
Murray. He didn't play, but that's why we're hating on him because, as you said, they look so much better offensively with Jacoby Brissett back there versus Kyler Murray.
It's amazing to me how much better they look. They can move the ball and they have like actual quarterback play. Like Marvin Harrison is able to catch a football.
It's
Uh,
crazy.
I finally get to see Michael Wilson do anything. It's fun to watch. It's a lot better. Don't get me wrong, like the Kyler highlights of him running in circles like a toddler are hilarious, and I love to see them. But
But
come
they're
on.
they're not good.
No, they're really not. I say all that when Jacoby mainly just targeted Trey McBride the entire game, but still,
It's
I still like the quarterback play more.
yeah, he's at least getting the ball to the people that should be getting the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I think it's that Kyler Murray when he's out there. It just looks like every single drive they're on, he's the fourth quarter 2 minute drill, and he's just panicking. He's just panicking to try to make something work, and it's like, dude, relax, relax, guy. Just drop
I
back
think
and get the ball.
I feel like he's Caleb Williams' career if they can't straighten that shit out now. Like this is what Caleb Williams will look like in 5 seasons.
Just constantly trying to extend the play every single time instead of just making your reads, trying to hit the open target or throwing it away.
Yes.
Yeah, God.
Yeah. This is what happens with someone who I mean Cliff Kingsbury's arguably a quarterback whisperer, but he could not whisper to Kyler. Kyler's too busy with Call of Duty.
And now
He
Battlefield.
couldn't hear over the headset of I don't play Call of Duty. I don't know the lingo. So
Gunshots, explosions, UAVs being called in,
yeah, there we go.
the usual.
Yeah. Yeah, those things.
But it's just taking people's heads off with the sniper, quick scoping kids, I bet. But yeah, I don't know.
Those
I
are
thought it was a pretty boring game, all things considered. I didn't really see anything like I loved. It was just another football game.
yeah.
I think Micah had a sack, which was pretty cool. I'm like, oh, that's neat.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, just I said it the other day, and I'll say it again. Just getting off the Kyler Murray topic, talking more about the Packers. They're this weird team where they can beat anyone, but they can lose to everybody. I don't quite understand it. watching the Packers play, I never feel comfortable. They're like the other side of the Browns. Like when the Browns are winning, like I don't feel comfortable with that win. Like I don't feel comfortable. I know we're gonna lose, and we usually lose. With the Packers, watching them play, I'm like, they should blow the doors off the Cardinals. They should beat the crap out of these guys, Jacoby Brissett or Kyler. But I'm watching them play, and I'm like, I'm not comfortable with this game. They might lose to the Cardinals. And I think it took a fourth quarter drive for them to beat the Cardinals, and the Cardinals almost actually came back in the very end. If I
Yes,
remember right.
I really did not pay too much attention to this game. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this was on the same time as the Broncos G-Men game, wasn't it? Weren't
Yeah,
they
yeah,
both 4:25 starts?
yeah.
Yeah, I was focused elsewhere, and I don't have any player from the Packers or the Cardinals on my fantasy team, so I really was not that invested in this one. But like the looking at the play by play and all that stuff, it really was not like it was as close as the score says, but it wasn't as entertaining as a 27-23 game.
Yeah. Because you're thinking, like, oh, good defense, decent offense, just big plays are happening. No,
Yep. Nope. They just kind of played football.
yeah. Which also, free sponsorship. Get into a nice little YouTube TV, man. The two screens where you can watch two games, or the quad box is
Yeah.
incredible.
I say I have. Well, I don't actually have it. I don't. I'm not going to say it because I don't want them to go all Netflix. But yeah, we use someone else's, and I outside of the trying to pick which screen you're listening to, I love the quad box.
It's so nice. It's so cool. It's pretty gosh darn neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, quad box aside, again, I think we can put a wrap on this one.
Yep.
I don't care to talk about this one. I'm still waiting for Matthew Golden to really break out. I don't think that's happening with what's his
Jordan
name?
Love isn't the quarterback for that.
Matt LaFleur, right? That's their coach. I forget the Packers coach's name. I think LaFleur plays way too conservatively to really let Golden unlock Golden and let him run around, torch people on offense. And Jordan Love is the guy who can get him the ball, but I feel like they're trying to rein in Jordan Love and make him into somebody else, which I don't love. Which I think is a big reason why they're struggling with these games. Yeah, yeah. But I think that's a big reason they're struggling in these games and they're not just smoking people. It's because
Yeah.
they try to play too conservative.
Yes, I feel like if they don't have at least an NFC Championship appearance, I don't think LaFleur is going to make it to next season. I think they're going to try somewhere else.
He shouldn't. They get a
I agree.
touchdown and immediately they're playing prevent the rest of the game.
Yeah.
um,
But moving on to a game that actually was fun to watch. The Well, you put the wrong team name in
oh,
there.
I thought I'd get you to say it.
No, the Redacteds versus the Cowboys.
I heard that. I
Yeah,
heard it.
yeah, I figured I'd get you with that one.
You fucker.
But I mean, I knew CD was going to have an impact when he came back. I wasn't expecting this. Also, I will take back what I said last week about Javante, thinking that was his pumpkin game. He looked so good this week. The Cowboys are a scary offensive team. The fact that they held the football team to 22 points worries me, especially with Jaden Daniels going down. So the Cowboys might be a sleeper pick for at least a playoff team. Obviously, it's the Cowboys. They're not winning the Super Bowl because they can't. But they might surprise people with where they end up at the end of the year.
This is also just like one of those normal regular season Cowboys games where they just decide to pop off on some random unsuspecting team. It's what
Yeah.
they do. I mean, it's kind of the definition. Well, it's not really the definition of a trap game, I'd say. It is, but it isn't because the Commanders were so just beat up and hurt. Like their wide receiver one right now is.
Luke McCaffrey,
I was going to say Zach Ertz, but Luke McCaffrey
Christian's younger brother.
further proves that like they don't really have anybody healthy to throw that ball to. So Jaden Daniels goes out there and ends up getting hurts his hamstring. He's probably going to be out a couple weeks. Dak is turning into what fantasy football Players were speculating of him just being sneaky good and putting up crazy numbers 21 to 30, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I'd be very comfortable with him being my quarterback.
What's crazy, like I've said this many times, the most valuable when healthy player, but any time that he has played a full 16 game season, he has been a at least top 10 quarterback in fantasy, if not top five. And
He's
when he's
stellar.
healthy, even like the years that he goes out because of injury, up until the point that he goes out, he's a top five quarterback in fantasy. Like he
Yeah,
is a good player. He just he can't finish and he gets injured too often. But yeah.
dude. When we were talking about it, whew, I'm gonna tucker it out, man. Getting so excited, I want to go to bed and dream about football. When we were talking about it, what was it? Last year, earlier this year, whenever trades were going around the Cowboys, when somebody mentioned Dak, I'm like, I want the Browns to get Dak so bad. I wanted Dak on the Browns
I said
so bad.
I think that was last year before the extension.
Yeah, I would have loved to have him.
That would
He's
have been
good.
so cool. But we had already, traded for the grapist.
No, great.
Um, yeah, I say
I'm gonna
Gilbert
take
Grape.
you.
So there was no way we were going to get him, but yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, Javante has a good game. 19 rushes, 116 yards and a touchdown. CD 5 receptions, 110 yards and touchdown. Uh, Mariota just kind of came in, said, "Hey," threw a pick. That's
Hey,
ugly.
here's the ball back.
Yeah. So I think sadly the sophomore slump is going to hit Jaden Daniels harder than most quarterbacks. Of going, we're taking your receivers. Well, actually, no. CJ kind of had that too. We're taking your receivers, but also we're taking you off the field as well with all your injuries. So, Kami's season is, I think, is kind of dead. If I'm being honest, I don't think they're making the playoffs. If anybody thought they were making the playoffs,
I said I think all of us had two teams coming out of the NFC East for
did we?
playoffs. I think so.
Well, the Eagles
Yeah,
were
the
the
Eagles
obvious.
and the I
Yep,
think you or Brandon said Eagles and the Commanders.
sounds
I
right.
think I said the Eagles and the Cowboys. And I
Oh,
want to say you also said the Commanders. You might have said the Cowboys, but
if
I
I
feel like
picked one,
all
it
of
was
us had
thank
two
God.
teams.
Thank God. If I said one, I would have said the Commanders. Um, but on to the next one. We're gonna keep on pushing through. We have
The
the
Falcons make us look dumb
49ers.
again.
Huh?
I said the Falcons make us look dumb again.
They're so fucking stupid. They're just such a stupid team. I don't get them. So real quick, 49ers 20, Falcons 10. What the fuck is wrong with the Falcons as a football team? How do you what if I put you in the coaching position for the Falcons, what is the number one thing you are going to try to do with that team on offense?
Established a run game with Bijan Robinson,
Yes.
and then play fakes to get the passing game going with Drake London and or Kyle Pitts, and then go from there.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say get the passing game going with Bijan Robinson.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, get him involved in it, but not get it going with him.
but that is the exact answer I want to hear. Now, why on God's green earth can this Falcons team not figure it out ever? Except for last week, where they figured out a half and then just shit their britches and went, yeah, we forgot what we did in the first half. Don't throw it to Drake London. Give it to Tyler Algier. I don't get this team. They have all the talent. They're very good on the offense and the defensive side of the ball. They're young. What is happening?
I don't know.
You're just wasting careers for no reason. You can go win games and make the playoffs. At the least you can make the playoffs.
I say
But you
they are
can't fucking
the
beat the Panthers and you can't score 21 points against the 49ers that are decimated with injuries. I
I
know
said they can't
CMC
even
went
score
off.
two touchdowns.
So you fucking what? Score 21.
Yeah, they're like the Eagles, but in a different way. The Eagles can't put together the pass offense and the running offense, the Falcons can't put together one game to a second game. Like they can't.
They're all
It's
or
like they
nothing.
get a lobotomy in the middle of the week, and it's like, oh, I don't know what we did last week. Let's try this one.
They're just running around like they got cassette tapes. Like, oh, you got tape on the last game? Yeah, but we only have DVD players. Guys, we stream everything now. What? Like they just don't watch tape? I don't know. I don't.
This is like if Antonio Brown was a football team.
Just CTE for days, but also
Yes.
you're still really good.
Yep.
It's so fucking hard to watch this team. I don't know how you can be a Falcons fan knowing that what you're looking at on that field is so good,
Yeah.
but they just can't do it. They just can't.
Brandon, come on the cod. Defend yourself.
I think there's a reason he's not on the pod, and he's probably drinking himself to forget. Um, but other than
McCaffrey looked good.
yeah, other than bitching and moaning about the Falcons, McCaffrey looked really good. When he's healthy, he is very, very good.
I
What
say
a
if he were healthy, he'd be a top five running back for sure.
guy. Dude, all I'm saying right now, all I'm going to say, is that if Jaden Daniels was healthy right now and didn't miss all those games, he would be a top three quarterback. I'm just going to say that. Fucking, that was the worst take I think I've ever heard in my life. That was so absurd. Dude, all I'm saying is no, I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, that was a clown take. CMC's really good at football.
Yes.
49ers looked good.
They looked okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I said good. I
They
take
did
that.
enough to win, but they didn't look great. I don't know if that's because the Falcons defense was actually playing well or the fact that the 49ers are, running out their JV squad.
I think they took advantage of somehow the Falcons haven't caught on that we're just going to keep running McCaffrey up the middle, so let's keep running McCaffrey up the middle for 12 yards. Like that's one of those games where I'm sitting there I'm watching my phone because I'm going up against Christian McCaffrey. Me and a guy at work, we're in a 10-team half PPR league. And I think going into that game, I had like 140 points. Like I was just kicking the piss out of him. Well, he had McCaffrey, who scored 35 points. So I'm just watching McCaffrey just run 1 point, run 2 points, run 3 points, catch a pass, 4 points. I'm like, what is happening in this game? So I flip it on. It's just gash, 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 touchdown, gash, 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 touchdown. It was so. Again, like Falcons, stop him. You have one player to stop.
Play defense.
Yeah. Also, this looks really funny because Brandon said Bijan is absolutely the offensive player of the year. Yeah, bet he's feeling like a real idiot right now because Bijan had 14 carries for 40 yards. Not a good week for
I mean,
Bijan.
I still think he's the offensive player of the year. He's got a good shot to be there.
He's got a good shot, but it's no longer undisputed. It's now yikes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we got two more games here. You ready?
Yeah, Monday night, let's do it.
Monday night with the doubleheader starting at 7. Next game was at 10 o'clock. Pray to God whoever's decision that was has been terminated. What a awful dope-headed decision.
Yeah,
But luckily we're done with doubleheaders. What were you going to add to that? Why
I
don't you
was
go
gonna say,
on?
like, I can say with about 100% confidence that 100% of the viewers were mountain time or further west. Like, nobody Central Eastern time watched this game. Everybody was asleep by the time they played.
Yeah, believe it or not, we're getting into it before we should get into it. I'm not staying up till 1 in the morning to watch CJ Stroud duke it out with Sam Darnold.
No,
That's I'm not.
even if I'm a fan of either of those teams, like, it's Monday night. I'm not taking off a random ass Tuesday to watch my team play at 10 p.m.
Now who's the old man? I can't stay up late. I have to go to work tomorrow.
It's not that I can't stay up late. It's that I like to sleep and I'd rather not be a goddamn zombie for a week 7 football game. Even if the Browns played at 10 o'clock, I'm not fucking staying up for that shit.
It
I'm not
was
taking the
true.
goddamn day off of work to stay up for that.
Very happy we're done with the doubleheaders. Very, very happy we're done with the doubleheaders. And hopefully that 10 o'clock game never happens. But why don't we just wrap up Seahawks and Texans before getting to the Motor City Kitties and the Bucks? CJ Fraud is back in action. 23 of 49 for 229 yards, one touchdown, and one interception. Justin Herbert threw the ball 6 more times for 200 more yards.
I'll say, yeah, the fact that he had 50 passing attempts is crazy. Like, I know that, there were 4 or 5 other quarterbacks who did this week as well, but, like, still, if you're relying on CJ Stroud at this point to throw 50 times for you to win the game, it's not going to happen.
You're not winning that game, no. And I don't know what's happened. I don't know if they just had, like, a team of destiny year, his rookie year, or what happened for this team to fall off. I know the offensive line is very bad,
Offensive line is trash, yes.
but every time I see something good out of this team, the next week it falls apart. Their
They're
defense
like the
is good.
Falcons.
What's that?
They're like the Falcons.
They're like the Falcons, but like they've kind of honed it in a little bit. I I love that defense. I like the Texans defense. I feel safe with that defense. If that were, I mean, Browns defense is better, but if that were the Browns defense, I'd be like, cool, they can keep us in games. Um, it's awful what's going on that offense. So as I said, C.J. Stroud 230 yards, a touchdown, and a pick, not good. Rushing, Chubb had 16 yards. Woody Marks, who looked really good that one week, and then
Yep.
what the hell
Has
happened to
done
him?
nothing.
15 yards. And then you've got your number one targeted receiver is Dalton Schultz, who former Cowboy, who Dak Prescott seemed to love, has 98 yards. Jalen Noel has 77 yards. Nico has 27 yards. That's your wide receiver number one, who I don't think went out until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he
And
played for the majority of that game.
and I know the Seahawks defense is good, but like, come on, man, you got to give him more than 4 targets and 27 yards. It's just like my point here. I'm just reading off statistics anymore, but my point here is what is going on with that offense to be so bad? They're not great, but they're good. They're better than what I saw.
I say that they should be better than what they're producing currently.
Yeah, and pivoting from the Texans into the Seahawks, is this also a Seahawks are a really good football team and are probably going to make a deep playoff push.
Yeah,
What do you
I
think?
I mean the fact that GE Cubis, which according to that one Reddit thread that you sent us, is the most annoying thing in football currently. Um,
Disagree. I love
and
it.
I say I agreed with it last year. I'm coming around to it now because he might actually be a good quarterback.
Yeah,
Like
right?
I last year I thought 100% was a fluke, and he is proving me wrong, and I'm okay with it.
You've made peace.
I've made peace with the fact that the biggest forehead in the NFL since Peyton Manning is actually a good quarterback. It doesn't hurt when you've got a top five receiver.
JSN is awesome. Jackson
He's so
Smith and
good.
Jigba is so very, very good at football. But no, I'm starting to wonder, like the Seahawks team, they've got it going on defense. They've got it going on offense.
Mm-hmm.
GE Cubis is, again, he's beating the odds. He's better than most everybody thought.
Yeah.
JSN is only getting better. I'd put him arguably top five. I'd put him top 10 even. The run game, despite how much I hate that K9 doesn't get the ball, looks good when it needs to be. Their offensive line is still not great.
No.
It can be better, but they're able to establish. You have to at least consider the run game when playing the Seahawks now. Last year, I
Yes.
don't think you ever had to even think twice about it. So that team kind of has it all going on. I like what I'm seeing. I think they're a good enough team to make a pretty deep push in the playoffs.
I say it's crazy right now. The NFC West right now looks like the NFC North last year. They have three teams that are 5-2 currently, and then the Cardinals, the exact opposite at 2-5. But like this could easily be another three-team playoff division
Yep.
pretty easily. Because
Yep.
I can't really find faults with the Rams. The Niners are doing it with fucking nobody. Imagine what they're going to do at full strength. And then the Seahawks look like one of the most complete teams in the NFL right now.
Yeah. Yeah, the only comment I have of that is that 49ers team of going, they're so beat up right now. I don't know how much longer they can keep this up. So I feel like that's a team that gets more injured before they get healthy. Just because they're legitimately cursed and Kyle Shanahan loves just abusing his players in practice. But if they overcome the odds and don't get injured, yeah, that's a three playoff team division.
Easily.
Easily. The Rams are good, Seahawks are good, and the 49ers are good. Now, on that note, on to the Browns version of Baker fucking Mayfield. He's back, baby.
I mean, in his defense for this one, he's not really back. It was more so the fact that he had nobody to.
Hey, man, he killed Mr. 1000 on his own. Lions and Buccaneers. Lions 24, Buccaneers 9. The Bake Show is not over, but they may take a season break because that was a very, very rough game to watch. You can say he didn't have receivers because you're right, he didn't. Ibuka is kind of banged up a little bit. I don't even know what the hell's going on with Chris Godwin. Is he even playing right now? Like, is he
He
injured?
played 2 games.
Played 2 games and got injured again?
Yeah, so he missed the first four, played week 5, week 6, and then was out this past week.
Okay. So, Chris Godwin out. Tez Johnson in. Jalen McMillan, I don't know when he's coming back. He like snapped his neck in
I
preseason.
think like week 9 or 10.
Okay, not for a while. And Bucky Irving out. So they have Rashad White, who I still like Rashad White, but that's not the point. Baker didn't have a lot to work with receivers after he killed Mr. 1000 when he made him like leap for a ball and fucking Mike Evans broke his collarbone. So that is very sadly how the 1,000 yard seasons end. But I mean, you watch that game. How many balls did Baker overthrow? Like genuinely over people's heads, out of their reach. I don't think I've seen him do that since he was on the Browns.
No, I say it looked like a, which is weird because I didn't think the Lions defense was really getting that much pressure, but it looked like he was trying his hardest to get the ball out of his hand as fast as possible and not really caring where it went. It was more so just like, oh, my receiver's kind of near this ball, let's throw it out there. And he wasn't actually playing football, he was just trying not to die, but it didn't seem like he was ever in jeopardy of dying.
No. He, if I didn't say it, his stat line was 28 of 50, 228 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
The epitome of a Baker game.
Now, is it me, or since he's been talked about being in the MVP race, is the chip no longer on his shoulder? So now he starts to just shit the bed. Starts to play poorly because all of a sudden he doesn't have any doubters anymore. People are really high on him again. Is that just a mere coincidence? Because that's really funny.
We will see because the I don't remember if you remember that graphic from when he was with us. It was play really good against a bad team.
Yeah, it's the 5 points.
Yeah, the 5 points of Baker. So we'll see in 2 more weeks on if this is back to the 5 points of Baker or if this was just a blip.
I'm hoping for Baker's sake. I still like Baker. I hope it's a blip.
Yeah.
But
I want, this is the same thing with
yeah.
Jeet and Cubis. Like, I want to see them both succeed now that they've actually shown that they can.
Yeah. I don't think Baker is going to finish the season up there in the MVP candidacy conversation. I don't believe he's that good. I know he's good, but not that good. but I'd like to be proven wrong. I'd be very happy if I was proven wrong. Um, Hey, we can talk a little bit about the Lions. I don't really think there's much more to talk about the Bucs and cover on the Bucs. The defense, I
Yeah.
thought they had a really good defensive line. Didn't really show up because Mr. Gibbs came to play.
Yes,
And
they didn't need anybody else except for Gibbs.
my lord, that guy is so good. He's so fucking fast. He
Yeah,
got up
I
to
just
like,
I
what was it, like 20 miles an hour or something crazy like that?
yeah.
22 even? Dude, fucking. I mean, what do you got to say about this one?
I mean, there's nothing else to say. Like the Lions offense didn't do anything else except for give the ball to Jameer Gibbs. Like Jared Goff had his normal 20 of 26 passing game for 210 yards and a touchdown or two. Amon-Ra got his 8 targets, 6 catches, 80 yards. Like it was basic Lions football, except Gibbs was the one who was like, "All right, cool, I got this, guys."
Just give me the ball, man. I want to run.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's either Amon Ra. I say it's one of the three guys: Jameson, Amon Ra, or Gibbs, who just goes bonkers. The occasional Monty game, but this is the one where they didn't need anybody else.
Again, sitting at home, looking at my fantasy team. Just me and Brandon playing one another. I'm
Just
up.
slowly watching yourself lose.
I'm up 32 points, and I see he has Gibbs, and I'm like, I mean, I shouldn't lose. It's always possible, but I shouldn't. Gibbs rips off like that 70-yard touchdown run, and I'm like, oh, this is over. This is over. If I could bet on Brandon winning, I would right now because this is over. And then Gibbs gets, 200 total yards on the day, three
Three
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck this, man. Like, he took it personally and just wanted me to lose that week. Yeah, he went
Yep.
off. He went off. He did everything for that Lions team. But I think that's a wrap on all of our games here. You got
Yeah.
any fun little random bits here? You want to talk more about Humpy the salmon that Brandon loved to talk about? That
Well,
depraved
considering
animal.
the Mariners lost on a 3-run dinger, now I got nothing left to say.
Did you see that? Like a home run was hit by what was it? The Blue Jays at the same exact time. JSN scored a touchdown. Like Darnold hit JSN for a touchdown the second the Blue Jays hit a dinger.
I
Like
did not see
it
that.
was
That
like
is
perfectly
unfortunate.
timed. Yeah, like they're literally announcing it. They're like, "Yeah, you might be joining us here. Here's the JSN highlight." And while that was happening, right next door, this was happening.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's got to sting, man. At least your football
Yeah,
team,
just a little bit.
yeah, it'll bit. But I mean, if we don't have any more tidbits, we don't have any more games to talk about. What do you say we
Okay,
get
on
to
to our favorite
fantasy
segment.
analytics?
Yeah, Mike, if you want to go ahead and grab yourself an ice there, because your team looked like the Dolphins out there this week. Yeah, I say Mike came in last with a dismal 62 points. Believe his highest scoring player was Bijan Robinson. He had only 3 players score over a total of 10 points.
Dude, I can't
Pulled
catch
down
up.
pretty hard by Cole Kmet and Tua have a concussion via Loa. Um, and then myself coming in second, which seems like a pretty good trend so far with a reasonable 101.4 or point oh 0.04. Um, really nothing I could have done. Even if Puka was healthy and gave me his normal 26 points, wouldn't even come close because Brandon's team decided to just go off and put up 154. He
Freaking
had
dude.
3 people score 30 points or more.
So
Um,
dumb.
yeah. So Brandon obviously is not getting first pick on this one. Mike, this will go to you. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Um, First, what position are you dropping?
We're gonna take a look at our team here because I think you know on one hand I really like my team. On the other hand, this team needs to be sent to the firing squad. So I think I have a couple holes to fill here.
I
Just
say you've
like
got a couple bye weeks that you can go ahead and drop too. So
Yeah, so I'm going to drop all the bye weeks, and then I'm going to replace Cole Kmet.
So,
So
which one are you doing first? You got to
let's
do one at a time.
let's go ahead and start with my. Let's have fun. Let's do the flex. Let's do the flex first. David Montgomery, say
All
your
right.
prayers.
So we are going to. Oh, hold on, wait. Let's go to the entire screen.
If
There
you
we go.
believe in any gods, you best pray to them now.
If you believe in magic. You said flex?
Flex. Let's flex
All
on
right.
it. Oh, we get the wheel. I still like
All
this
right,
view
here
more
we go.
when we do this podcast. The Naked Gun is now streaming on Paramount Plus. Dude, I've actually heard that's a great movie. By
Oh, you got
Uh,
Chief back.
isn't Chief like actually out and hurt?
We will check real quick
Yeah, because I
because
think
I
he's
really
out.
don't know.
I don't think I can have Chief.
He's questionable.
Well, okay, if he's questionable, then I'll go ahead and
He's
add him.
projected to score points.
Well, then I'll add
So
him.
I apologize, but he is still alive.
Yeah. So he is going to replace Monty the Mole. God, I love that massive flex wheel. It's so fucking cool. It's such a
All
nightmare.
right.
Then if he's
So
out, I'll
then-
use the wheel again.
Yeah. So for me, I'm also going to the flex wheel, and I am dropping Jamison Williams.
Balls.
Who are we gonna get? Give me somebody good.
Show him potato salad.
All
right.
K9.
Cool. So you guys are just gonna keep running away with it, huh? The rich get richer. K9 is still like a good running back, though.
Yeah,
He's like-
if he gets the ball.
He's kind of the lead back on his own team. I don't know.
Oh, it looks like we are staying in the flex wheel for Brandon because he is dropping Evan Ingram.
Wow. Must be nice to have that luxury. Like, who are you dropping? His team is so fucking good. Yeah.
Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta, too?
I mean,
This
at
is-
least he got another tight end.
Yeah, I guess. Guess that's true.
All right, Mike, who are you dropping now?
Well, seeing as I don't think I really have a chance to win this week. Wait, I do have a chance, but Brandon will probably still find a way to beat me. Let me drop do I want to drop Tua or Cole? Let me drop Cole Kmet.
All right, he's your tight end, right? Not a flex.
That's my tight end. Yes, sorry.
All
Tight
right.
end.
Oh,
Show me David Njoku.
dude, my screen cannot. Okay, there we go. Cool.
We're back, baby.
All right, who are we getting?
We're
Who are
getting-
we getting? Oh,
Sure.
Trey McBride is sadly taken.
Why is he still on the wheel if he's taken?
Mike, the fact that I at least have the top 30 people on here is enough. If I had to go in and add people in and take people off every time,
You know what?
especially
I
when it
think-
bounces back between Brandon and myself.
I think we incorporate a new rule where if the wheel lands on one of the players somebody else owns, whoever owns them loses them.
I like that rule.
I love that rule, right?
I feel like we can't institute it now when we haven't talked about it prior to the actual spin, but I like that rule for next week.
I think that should be a rule going forward. Show me
Darren Waller is on
actually
the IR, so we will spin again.
I'm gonna need another player. Show me Caleb Johnson.
Oh, no.
No? Dalton Kincaid, not a Dalton Kincaid guy, or does somebody have Dalton Kincaid?
No, I'm not a Dalton Kincaid guy.
No? I am.
Nah.
I like Dalton Kincaid.
All right. And then...
Sail away, sail away. Dalton Kincaid is tight end number 10.
I think, but I don't.
You should do it. Do it.
Saquon, I
you
can do
won't.
better than you.
Saquon, you can do better than he.
Yeah, Saquon is going back to the pool, so we are spinning again.
Oh yeah, I just looked at your team. That's the only player you should give up. Other than like your bye week players.
I say I'm not giving up Puka.
ETN is on my squad. Get bent.
Is he?
He sure is.
Oh, motherfucker. I was
Yeah,
actually-
right?
All right, we'll try again.
The
I love
Diddy
the.
looking motherfuckers on my team. Motherfucker Jones.
You've got to be kidding me.
Derrick Henry?
We're getting Derrick Henry back.
Okay. Darn. Shoot, man, that sucks. I feel so bad for you.
I literally just dropped him and got Saquon,
You
and now I'm
dropped him
dropping
because
Saquon and getting him back.
yeah, you dropped him because he was on bye though, right? You didn't drop him because you wanted to drop him.
I mean, he wasn't doing a whole lot, so I wasn't that upset. All right, and then Brandon is throwing back Marvin Harrison.
I can't say I blame him.
No, I say he hasn't looked good.
Is Marv his wide receiver or his flex?
Wide receiver.
Right. Oh, here's Jamar Chase.
Come on, keep going to Tet. All right.
Thank Christ.
Yeah, we don't need him getting Justin Jefferson.
I am not kidding when I say if he got Justin Jefferson, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm loud quitting.
You're loud quitting. Okay.
I'm not quiet quitting. I'm loud quitting.
All right, Mike. Do you have anyone else that you were given? Oh,
No,
say, do you have anyone else on bye?
no. I have Travis Etienne on bye, but I'm gonna hold on to Etienne.
Okay.
I feel like I should be able to outscore Brandon this week. Probably won't, but
You hope so. He's got 4 people on bye.
yeah, that means nothing though in these games. If we've learned
That's very
anything
true.
doing these, it's that I just can't get a win.
That is very true.
Mostly because it's all luck, but you know,
Yeah.
what do you do?
All right. Now it
All
is
right.
time for our pick'ems.
Oh, we're still going.
Yeah, we got to do the pick'ems. We're going to start with Brandon for the Chargers Vikings. He is going the Chargers. Mike,
Smart.
yourself?
I am also going with the Chargers.
Okay. And yeah, we're going to make that 3 across the board.
Original already. I love it.
All right. Next up is Falcons Dolphins. Brandon is going with the Falcons. I will also go with the Falcons.
Crazily enough, I will go with the Falcons.
3 for 3 again. All right. Next up, we've got Bengals Jets. Woof. Brandon is taking the Bengals. Mike, what about yourself?
I'm taking the Bengals.
And we're going across the board with that one. That's another pretty easy one to go with.
I am going to keep going against the Jets until they win a game.
Yep,
And then
I'm
maybe
right there
I'll-
with you. Next up, at Gillette Stadium, we've got the Patriots and the Brownies. Brandon is taking the Patriots. I will also take the Patriots.
See, boring. Give me the Patriots.
I feel like this is going to be a pretty straightforward week moving on here.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'm thinking
Yeah.
this is going to be pretty bland.
Especially with this next game, we've got Eagles Giants in Philly. Brandon is taking the Eagles.
Just
Mike,
make Eagles across the board.
Cool.
You already know.
Across
you
the
already know
board.
what it is.
All right. Continuing with this horse shit, we're going Bills Panthers.
Bills.
Brandon is taking the Bills. I will also take the Bills.
I will also take the Bills. Oh my god, this sucks.
Guys, we are so sorry. This was not planned. This is just the hand we were dealt.
Awful.
Next game on the slate, we've got Bears Ravens, and I'm pretty sure that Lamar is still out. Brandon went with the Bears.
Yeah.
Mike,
Are we in Baltimore or are we in Chicago?
we're in Baltimore.
You know what? I want to mix it up just for the sake of it. Give me the Ravens.
Taking Baltimore. Okay. I'm going to take the Bears.
Yeah, that's a smart pick, but one of us has to do something different.
Yeah, no, I get it. Next up, we've got 49ers Texans in Texas. We've got Brandon taking the Niners.
Let me
I'm
guess.
also
You're taking the Niners.
going to take the Niners, even with their JV team.
Yeah, I'm also gonna take the fucking Niners.
Yep.
Mm.
Alrighty. God damn, keeping it going.
This is so bad.
Buccaneers Saints. Just Bucks.
Yeah, this is gonna be the one the Rat Man gets, but I'm taking the Bucks.
I say even with all their injuries on offense, I don't see the Saints pulling this one out. Ooh, the first potential good game of the weekend.
Tell me
We
it's
have
legit.
got Cowboys Broncos.
Oh, okay. We're
Brandon
in a
is
different
taking
order.
the boys.
You're taking the boys?
No, Brandon took the boys.
Wow.
I
No.
believe it's my pick.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. Who do you got?
And they're in Denver. Doesn't really. I think I'm going to take the Broncos.
I'm taking the Broncos. Go Broncos.
Yeah. Back to same old, same old. Colts Titans. Colts.
Yep, that's the order that I'm in. Where I thought you were gonna say Colts Titans. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm taking the Colts. Yupperino, neighborino.
I say this one is could be a toss up. We've got Packers Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Ooh, spicy.
Brandon is taking the Packs.
Pecco.
I don't have enough faith in the Steelers defense. I got to go with the Packers too. I don't fucking know. This is bad.
I mean, I'm taking the Packers. It takes a couple hits to get Aaron Rodgers off his rocker now.
Yeah. And then
And
finishing it out Monday night in Missouri, Kansas City Commanders. I'm taking the Chiefs.
gotta take the Chiefs without Jaden.
Oh
What
yeah,
a
I didn't even think about that one.
what a boring week. What did we differ on? 2 games?
I say
Maybe
Bears
3?
and Baltimore, you pick different, and then Denver Cowboys, Brandon picked different. Everything else was the same.
Great. We love it here.
This was a boring week of pick'ems, guys. We are sorry. The only positive is I can get a game back on both of you if things work out correctly. If not, I could get a game back from both of you again.
You know what'll be funny? If like we all find a way to go what 6-8 would it be? This is only 14 or are they 13? All I'm saying is like watch us get like 7 games right. I think
There are
are there
13 games.
13, yeah. So watch us go 6-7.
Mm. The dumbest fucking thing in the world.
It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking dumb. I don't understand it. It's been explained to me, and I still think it's stupid.
I. It's been explained to me and it still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, a player wasn't.
We're showing our age here, folks.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So be it.
Which is why I say it because I'm gonna ruin it for those damn kids.
Yeah. Fuck them
Yeah.
kids, man.
Fuck them kids. But on
All
that
right.
note,
Yeah, I'd say on that note, this has been By the Playbook with Patrick and Mike as your hosts. Fuck them, Brandons.
and them kids.
Yeah, and them kids. And we'll see you next week, guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye. We did it.
Yay.
We did it, Joe. We did it.